How to be a confident public speaker. Hello everyone.
Take one.
Hello everyone, it's Ajit here today, your host at EverCoach. Coaches often need to wear a lot of hats. Entrepreneur, business manager, therapist, writer, friend, etc. But one of the most important ones has to be that of a speaker. Being able to confidently stand and speak in front of a large audience is a pretty important skill for a coach. Having a fear of public speaking is a real, very legitimate fear for many. In fact, there is a term for it, glossophobia. Now, I know this because I suffered from this too. Today I speak at conferences, events, seminars, and workshops, but this wasn't always the case. There was a time in my life that I would be too nervous to even strike up a conversation with one person, let alone a large audience. But it's a skill I worked really hard to cultivate, and I have grown leaps and bounds as a coach and business owner because of that. So today I want to talk to you about how you can become a more confident public speaker. Firstly, make it personal. One of the hardest things about speaking in public is coming to terms with the idea that you're speaking to a large group of people at the same time. There's a very simple way around this. Make your approach and make your speech very personal. Try and imagine that you are having an individual one-on-one conversation with every single person sitting in the audience at that moment. Once you do this, your job instantly becomes easier. Then mistakes in your speech matter less. A small joke goes a long way and people are far more invested in what you're saying. Don't speak at your audience, speak to your audience. Then get interactive. A good public speaker is someone who really knows his or her audience and is able to engage and interact with them during their speech. So first, make your speech personal, but also start interacting directly with your audience. Questions and jokes are a great way to do this. Ask your audience questions and make them invested in your speech. Turn your speech into a two-way street. The best way to get people really pumped about your speech is to get them involved. Thirdly, memorize concepts, not content. I found that the absolute worst thing you can do as a public speaker is memorize a speech you wrote earlier and then try to learn from it in front of the audience. Memorizing an entire speech is not just unnecessary, it also creates more opportunities for you to fumble, forget, and goof up. Instead, train yourself to memorize only concepts. Create a bullet point list of the things you want to talk about in chronological order and make sure you've drilled that into your head. Then practice your speech without memorizing entire paragraphs. Memorizing content takes your focus away from delivering an amazing speech and focuses on trying to remember what you wrote word for word. Don't fall into that trap. Just make yourself really familiar with what you want to say, have a clear understanding of your outline, and head on stage and get started. Fourthly, body language is everything. Oftentimes, when talking about public speaking, we talk so much about content, form, and delivery, and nothing else seems to matter. But here's something we don't talk enough about: body language. The most important visual you can show your audience is yourself. The way your body behaves and speaks to your audience plays a huge role turning you into a master public speaker. So use movements and gestures to be effective in presenting your speech. Be conscious of your body and how it moves and keep it under control. Restless floppy arms and knuckle cracking are all body language signs of a nervous, out of control speaker. So keep yourself calm and collected by being in charge of your body language. Hold your head up high, pace powerfully, look at your audience in the eye, and use gestures to reiterate points, and most important of all, don't forget to smile. Lastly, speak regularly. When it comes to public speaking, practice really does make perfect. So speak regularly, so as often as you can, to as diverse an audience as possible to help you develop your skills and confidence as a public speaker. Seek these opportunities out for yourself. Join a social club or team and put yourself in uncomfortable speaking situation. It's these situations that will end up being your biggest learning curve. And remember, your speech is never going to be perfect. You will forget what you are saying, you will fumble, sometimes nobody will laugh at your joke, and if you are like me, you may even mispronounce a word, or 10,000 of them. I know, cause I have done it all. But if you are confident and your audience trusts you, then none of that matters. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I'm sure you loved it and you are feeling like a confident speaker right now. So if you want to get more trainings like these, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like the video so the rest of the world can know about it. Share it with your friends. Leave us a comment so we know how to make these videos even better, though I know they're perfect. But if you want to make them better, you can always give feedback to us and we'll make them a little bit better. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and subscribe. You'll learn a lot.